Hey, welcome to the channel.
Hey, I'm Jason.
I'm Keaton.
And this is Vape Brothers. So, basically what this channel is going to be about is obviously vaporizers. And we're going to be reviewing different types of mods, juices, even batteries if you really want it. I mean, you got to get the right kind of battery. Like, he has some AMTs right there. Right now, I think I'm currently rocking MXJOs. I think? Yeah, MXJOs. But we're going to be reviewing a bunch of different things about vaping. I mean, it's a better alternative to smoking. It's a way better alternative to smoking. I think I heard in a video that it's 1,000 times less hazardous to your health.
98%.
98% less hazardous.
Well, to start off the video, we're just going to be talking about ourselves and how we started vaping. Tornado time! Ooh, bitch! See if you can one up. Alright. Okay, talk about your backstory.
Okay, so my backstory into vaping is I started vaping when I was 16 years old. I went to a smoke shop, or how it really started was one of my friends had a pen that was a little bit better than a standard pen. Like a standard Ego style pen. So he's like, dude, just try this. I'm like, alright. So I took a hit off of it and he's like, there's no nicotine in this, right? And he's like, yeah, there's nothing in it. I'm like, wow, that's a really great flavor. So it escalated from there to me getting an Ego pen. And the shop that I went to didn't give a fuck about any age regulations. They didn't give a shit. So I just went in there, got a zero nic juice and got my pen, and the first hit it was like, oh, it was amazing. I just got into it for the flavor at first, but then it slowly started elevating where I got bigger batteries for the Ego, and then I got a whole nother setup. I got my first mechanical mod, I got my first variable voltage mod, first box mod, and I've been vaping for 4 years, and I fucking love it.
It's great.
I absolutely love it. Alright, Keaton, let's hear your backstory.
Well, I actually started vaping because of the nicotine, because my first job was very stressful. And it felt nice to have in my system. That's basically all.
That's it?
Then I got this bad boy.
You didn't start with anything, specifically, like an electronic cigarette?
I started off with the little tiny cigarette ones, the fake ones.
The ones that are like the cigarette that had the light. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Had the light at the end, so when you puffed on it, it looked like it was actually an ember, but it wasn't an ember. It was. Well, did you get the blue light ones, or was it
blue?
Oh, you got the blue. Oh, fancy bitch over here. Fancy bitch over here.
What can I say?
I like to look fancy.
I'm classy.
But yeah, I mean, his story is much like mine. It just, eventually it just takes. It doesn't necessarily take over. It goes from being a habit to a hobby. I've heard somebody say that vaping nowadays is the modern, model airplane. It's a modern kind of thing where it's not just a release so you can get your nicotine anymore. It's like there's a community behind it, and everybody's like, hey, what kind of mod is that right there? That's a pretty cool looking mod. And it's like, yeah, I made it myself. It's just like, oh, that's fucking sweet. Let me see how it hits, bro. He's like, alright. It's like a community that's awesome. I love it. Yeah. Every time we go into a smoke shop, we talk to the guys. We don't even talk about vape some of the time. Like, our frequent smoke shop, he talks about League of Legends.
I do, yeah.
He talks about League. I mean, you make friends with this community, and there's some people out there they're like, vaping is bad. Vaping is really bad for you. Obviously, it's more hazardous than cigarettes.
Your life is still going to end early.
Early. Everything ends your life early, but that's a topic for a whole nother day. But we're just basically intro video just so that we can, really tell you what our channel's about.
See you later, my little clouds.
It's got to have a rhythm to it. I mean,